Buenos Dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it? You already know. Get over here. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye up, bye up, bye ba. And in Menudo style in direct fashion, we're going to get straight into it. You guys see the thumbnail of the day, so you already know what it is. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bells on all, so that way you're directed into the direction of the dope content I'm kicking. I highly appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the support. Now, Keyway, my Keyway partners, man. Crip Mac is gone, right? Incarcerated, ugly look. The news dropped and I felt it in my heart. I was like, cuz, right? Again, so a lot of people have been giving a lot of different stories. You know, we know by now that Crip Mac got picked up by the feds when he went to court. Did he see it coming? Probably so. You know, more than likely, he knew something was hiding in the bushes. He knew that you know, something was happening. Obviously, his lawyer didn't get the right increments, because if I have a lawyer, he's gonna abreast me and let me know exactly what time it is. Hey, man, the feds are looking at this. You know what I mean? You might want to dress warm. It's going to be cold. You know, you might want to wear higher socks than the ankle biters, because at the end of the day, you pay your lawyer to get shit up off your back, man. You give them money to, you know, recognize a situation and prevent that situation from occurring, or if it does occur, to at least, you know, alert you of the game of what's going on. So I don't know to what degree of lawyer he had, you know, but he didn't have Saul Goodman, because Saul Goodman would have had his ass Breaking Bad. Instead, he had somebody who didn't do his job correctly, it seems. Whatever the case may be, man, sometimes the lawyers don't know everything that's going to happen, and the feds can just sneak up. And especially when it comes to the alphabet boys, man, they'll sneak up on you and boop, bitty, boop, 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 bang, bang, you're gone. You know, and in any case, he's gone. You know, he got snatched up. But the word on the curb, and there's been a lot of content creators, you know, breaking the news, giving their opinions, talking about, you know, what it is and what it wasn't. You know, straight up, I've heard everything that from he got caught with a switch, with the 9mm with a switch, all the way to just some bullets. Whatever the case may be, whatever the truth of the matter is, you know, he's going to sit down regardless, because he was on parole. Because he has prior gun cases, he's going to sit down. No. Oh, hell no. If it's the feds, he's looking at 3 to 5. Just because the wind's blowing. Facts. You know, you're not doing days in the feds. You're doing months on up. That's just what it is. 36 months seems like a feasible process in this case. Now, I don't know the details to this case, but I do know some of the history. And some of the history is this. Why the fuck were you carrying a gun, Crip Mac? Why was he allowed to do this? Why was his tight circle of his homeboys, China Mac? I got to address the Mac, right? The real one. Nothing bad to say about China Mac. You know, he's been doing his thing, man. It seems like he tremendously helped out, you know, Crip Mac a lot. You know, he's going to definitely benefit from all the stories. He's going to definitely benefit. His shit blown up, you know, because of Crip Mac. Crip Mac was the workhorse. He done did it all, man. And at the end of the day, you know, China Mac's going to definitely win. Adam, all these guys are going to win. Now, here's the situation. Why was China Mac even letting his homeboy carry? What? And I understand, man, you can't dictate no other man's program. A man's going to do what man does, right? Men are going to do men things. But at the end of the day, man, the way that this guy was getting the bag, see, I've always been taught in my hood, man, the guy that's getting the bag, the guy that's doesn't carry. He doesn't hold, humps. Nope. He always has a hitter right beside him, willing and able to do the business if it comes to that, you know. Now, come on now. If you're going to get tattoos on your forehead disrespecting groups, and you're going to do this, Holmes, stop wiggling out there unprepared, you know. In this game, man, you got to keep real solid carnales around you, real solid brothers around you, because at the end of the day, man, you know, you have to, as you know, a superstar, or as a celebrity, as whatever box you want to put C-Mac in, you know, whether it be from all the way from J-Cat to celebrity, whatever, you know, lane he feels, he still should have had heavy hitters around him, or people around him, man, to help him. Nope. Zero. Nobody's there. You know, nobody was there when he caught the case to say, hey, that's me, and nobody's going to be there to do the time for him. He's going to take a big old seat and sit down. You know, for People saying, well, he was caught with the switch, or it could possibly be a ghost gun. Let me tell you right about now, you don't want to be caught with things of that nature, because the feds, any type of law enforcement agency, are making examples out of individuals caught with those type of devices. I trip when I see people on YouTube, Instagram, whatever fucking social media platform you choose to perform on, showing switches. Because all it takes is for them to get that IP. All it takes is for them to recognize you. And if you're an ex-convict, so you're a baboso forever showing that you have something of a metal fashion. But these guys showing these switches and it's just for educational purposes. I'm just showing what they do. Well, everyone knows what they do already. Do you know what them 3-letter boys do? They're going to introduce you to them. C-Mac is definitely going to sit down for 3 to 5. I think his prior is going to play a big part in this case. Not once, but twice. 3 strikes, homie, you're out. How many times can you get caught with a gun? Well, it seems like it's happened over and over again. But one thing is for sure, and these are facts, as far as him getting caught with the ghost gun or a switch, if that's the case, we're looking at anywhere from 10 years on up. They are not playing about that. Now, if he was caught with just some bullets, I heard one person say he just got caught with some bullets. I could see a little 3-banger. I could see a little 3 years just based on his prior and based on his parole shit. Or I could even see the Fed saying, you know what, it wasn't that serious. And, there was a lot of people saying they got into my DMs, man, or they got into, other people's DMs. And I like to read messages. And there was a lot of people saying, why are they so focused on Crip Mac? He's just a content creator, man. They should focus on real gang members. And well, I mean, when you're really out there putting shit out there, when you're really saying that you're a Hoover destructive member, when you're really saying that you're about destruction, remember everything you say. And I said it a few weeks back, man. I did a video called, I got indicted. Who's next? Right? They will utilize, these law enforcement agencies will utilize everything that you say on these social media platforms. I don't understand why people continue to go on social media platforms showing guns or talking about them. If you're an ex-con, homie, they can get you just for a picture. They can get you just for someone pointing in your direction. You got to understand that everything you say and do on social media is seen in the public forum. It's seen by millions and millions of people. If you're lucky, you get 1 billion, but it's seen by a lot of people. So everything you do, believe it's being logged in chronological order. It's being logged, man. And if you're out there getting money, man, and they're not getting their, can I have some of that cornbread? If they're not getting their piece, what do you think's going to happen? They're going to come head hunting, knocking on heaven's door, and then you're going to sit down. In this case, man, I don't blame Crip Mac. You understand that, the reality is where he comes from, the circles that he's dwelled in for so long, it's a dog-eat-dog world, especially in Los Angeles, man. You better not be ill-prepared when you hit them streets, especially if you got tattoos that are very disrespectful to very large gangs, man. You have to be prepared. I'm more upset and disappointed with his circle, the people around him. China Mac, what's up? When this guy caught this case, which was a few months back, I distinctly remember him kind of brushing it off, talking about it just a little bit, but then kind of swept it under the rug, didn't say too much, was on No Pumper, did say a few things about it, said he was looking at a little time, cuz, but I'm still getting increments. And that was that. He knew he was going to sit down and do some time, but, it was kept quiet. And I think it was kept quiet because I think he was really upset with the whole situation. I think he was upset with the fact that, he was put in a position or put himself in a position of baboso-ness, right? Put himself in a position where he's going to look like the lummy dummy again. If you get caught with a strap, you get caught with a gun, it is what it is, man. If you constantly, are in clout chasing or you're about that attention, man, and you're seen on social media as some type of social media celebrity, that's when you have to understand now that you're getting that bag, you're getting that money. Now it comes time to have security, or it comes time to have people around you that are willing to take that case. You can't continue to be that one. I'm sorry, man. I know people like to say, oh, that's a real gangster. He's really doing it, Holmes. Yeah, but when your life transitions from being out there on the streets and being a gangster and being a part of that, and to just being a character on YouTube or other social media platforms, then things have to change with your get down, homies. You don't have to switch up the person you are. You are who you are. That's always going to be like that. But you have to switch up the way you move. Because best believe everything you do is being monitored, whether it be by the alphabet boys, by police officers, period, or other people that want to do bad things and harm to you. That's why you got to switch up your style, switch up your address, switch up the way you move. You got to understand that in every situation, man, there's people out there that don't like the situation you're in. Even though you worked hard for it and put yourself in that position, motherfuckers want your position. That's it. They're playing pole position. Old school Nintendo. What you know about that? That's just real. When I first seen or heard about, Crip Mac getting locked up by the feds, I was watching this cat. It just happened to slide, on. I don't really pay attention to him because a lot of things that I see he's doing are kind of frivolous, man. I don't know the guy, man. The guy's this, it's like this and like that and like this. But a guy named 600 says he's from the 60s. I've heard other things. I don't know, right? It's his business. But he's the one that said immediately, a Crip Mac got caught with a switch. Now, first and foremost, homie, if he did or he didn't, I would think that would be his business. And what, that's just like if I know Pura, what exactly, his charges are, what exactly he got caught with. I'm not going to say it because, you're basically putting the motherfucking, the story in the mouth. You know what I mean? You're letting them know that he was carrying switches. You know what I mean? So you can't do that, homie. Whether he was caught with a switch or not, I don't know. Some people like to use certain words just because it shakes the algorithm up and it brings more people towards their platform. At the end of the day, man, this guy 600 did have a close relationship and up and down a roller coaster, love roller coaster, oh down, say what, right? He had one of those relationships with Crip Mac, whereas one day Crip Mac wanted to whip his ass, the next day, he was going to whip Crip Mac's ass, and then they were hugging on No Jumper. Look, at the end of the day, it makes no difference exactly what this man got caught specifically for. What matters is that he is going to sit down now, and the circle that was around him, 600 included, Crip Mac, what's his name? China Mac, him, Adam, all these guys that were definitely profiting off what he was doing with them or without them, they definitely, should have gave him game, homes, laced him up, found some motherfucking scrub bum out of nowhere and said, get over here. You know what I mean? For Mama Bear, cuz. You know what I mean? Take his case. Instead, the man in the middle is always the one fucked, right? And now he's sitting down, looking at an ugly situation. The Fed, there's guys all in the DMs talking about, man, this is nothing but a slap on the wrist. He'll be all right. It doesn't matter what you think. All that matters is what the federal government thinks. And what they think right now is they got him one. They're shutting down shop. You ain't getting nothing. Homie, you ain't got nothing coming. That's just the way it is. It's a bad look for Crip Mac. Facts. Whether he was caught with just bullets or a switch or a ghost gun or fucking just a 9 milli, or he shouldn't have been caught with nothing. His homeboy should have gave him that game. That's the problem we have in society nowadays is nobody wants to help the next man out. They just want to fucking push him down and kick him down. I myself have constantly been entertained by Crip Mac. If I'm having a bad day, my diabetes is acting up, I didn't get a malmon from a bad torta. What do? I put on Crip Mac because I know at the end of the day, he's going to say something stupid to make me laugh. There's a lot of people that watch my channel for that exact situation. But there's other people that I watch. I was rather entertained by this guy. But hey, quietly as it's kept, we ain't going to be seeing no Crip Mac for a minute. If for some reason he does happen to get out on this case, he told. I'm not saying he goes that route. I don't even think he's smart enough to go that route, right? Or stupid enough. But I will say this. There's no way, if he got caught with any type of gun paraphernalia, like some real shit, that he shakes this one, gente. Real life, man. Fact of the matter is, he's going to be gone for a minute. Will his career continue when he gets out? I don't know. BG just got out after I don't know how many years. A little zesty. Dreads a little hanging, and people are on his tip. So I don't know. Like I said, Bobby Shmurda did it, and then he came back strong. There's some people that can, and some people that can sustain. How will Crip Mac sustain in federal prison? With especially that on his forehead. There's a lot of Hoovers that not necessarily from California, from Texas and other states, man. Remember, one thing about federal prison, man, is it's a little bit of everybody from everywhere. Just because he catches it, he's from California and he's a celebrity doesn't mean they're going to put him in a specific yard and take care of him and groom him. The feds don't do that. There you go. but on Crip, cuz it don't matter, blood, right? And that's just how it is. Anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to address a lot of the frivolous shit I'm hearing about, he got caught with this or he got caught with that or this much time. At the end of the day, it's something we will have to watch to specifically see. I don't truly believe, man, he's getting out anytime soon. There was one cat like, oh, they're just going to let him out tomorrow. Nah, fuck you, homie. you ain't dealt with the feds. They're not going to waste their time and their energy to arrest this guy just to let him out unless, T.I., you know this one, unless, right, he decides to be the rubber band man and Charleston White some shit. If he decides to let them boys know exactly, who's doing what, but at the end of the day, what's he going to tell them? Hey, guess what, China Mac, he eats his sushi cooked. You know what I mean? What's he going to do? You just don't know. With that being said, man, I'm very disappointed in those that were around him, his homeboys, his crew, everybody who was making money off of him. Because, man, this man should have never been in that position to get caught with a strap again, especially when he just got out of prison for the same bullshit. How many times can you trip over your foot, homie, before you realize the toes are there? With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, man, it's all about the struggle, the strive, the struggle. That's why I don't keep much people around me anymore, because I realize, everybody doesn't have your best intentions at heart. And at the end of the day, maybe you don't have their best intentions in your heart. So the best thing is to go solo like Bolo. You know what I mean? And just do your own thing. Then no one can blame you for anything, and you can't blame anyone else for anything. And it's like everybody's winning. That's just what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. And at the end of the day, all these different content creators saying, hey, I got it from a higher word. It was this. This is what he got caught with. Come on, homie. You don't know. Bang, bang.